it's still the same day. But you know what I was thinking about was we should be able to toughen up. We should be able to get our feelings hurt sometimes. We shouldn't have to have everybody just tell us we're great and accept us and stuff. I mean, it shouldn't be about that, you know? I think that we should just be sure enough of ourselves that we don't need other people to agree with us or love us or worship us or whatever. It should just be, you know, it's somebody's opinion, it's their perspective, and take it as you will, you know. But I really just think it was just that conversation earlier just really stuck with me. Like, I don't think we're just supposed to just, you know, baby each other. I mean, where's the growth in that? Where is the, you know, how do you advance yourself and your, if everybody, that's just like the victim mentality, really. That's what I think. Oh, I had this heat pad thing on. Man, that thing gets hot. I feel like the lighting is so weird. It's kind of like dusk, and it is, I don't know, it just looks weird. Even the lighting in the house. But anyways, I feel like that we need to, you know, love ourselves enough that we don't need everybody else to love us and tell us we're great. We just need to, people just have got to learn to accept themselves. There's just been so much of this indoctrination and, you know, this conforming, you know, trying to conform and create this society, you know, that is, I mean, you already know, like, the controllers, they're disgusted by humans, they're disgusted by sex, they use our language against us. So, you know, it's going to take a lot for some people to heal out of that and to learn to love themselves and accept themselves. But, you know, we got to just move out of the victim mentality, you know, that it's someone else's fault, someone's making us feel bad and stuff. We have to learn how to just love ourselves, feel connected to all things, because we are part of all things. And the more that we connect to it, the more we're going to feel whole, the more we're going to feel like everything is right in the world. The more disconnected, and that's what they've worked on. That's even, you know, I think there's probably an agenda more to cutting down the rainforests and all that stuff and offsetting our ecosystem. You know, it's more of their criminal agenda, and you know, keeping us in these like smart cities and our smart Jesus Christ, everything. Our smartphones, our smart TVs, our smart cars, all this stuff that can ultimately be controlled by somebody who's behind the curtain. If you're not looking behind the curtain, then you just, you know, you just trust everyone and trust everything, I guess. You know, nobody's out to get you except for the serial killers, and so you better have a weapon in your house. It's just like so much fear, 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 fear. I don't think, I mean, I grew up in Dallas, and I was just thinking about every place I've ever lived, there's been an active, well-known serial killer that was killing at the same time that I was out hitchhiking even. And I just, you know, it's just so rare that somebody gets killed by a serial killer. It's not like common, like how they're trying to make us think it is. Like we all have to be careful because there's, you know, murderers on every corner. Most people are murdered by somebody that they know. Oh gosh, that thing is hot. It's on low. It's still freaking hot. So, we don't have danger all around us like they want us to believe that we do. And they want to just keep us unsteady. They want to keep us anxious. Like, that's how they keep people on anti-anxiety medicine, and alcohol, and buying guns. And they can use the guns for division. And then they can take the guns, and they can give us this and take this, and all the little games they play. It's just, oh my gosh, it's so ridiculous. And there's so much of it is just so nutty right now. I just get so stuck on this. I just don't see how some people don't see it. Oh God, it just is so obvious how, man, all you got to do is question anything. Just question something, and then follow the money. You will see what's going on, and foundations just circulate it back to themselves, and money's always going to the same place, the same people. It's all coming from us and going to them. We're all struggling while they go on trips, or in some people's case, have expensive freaking refrigerators and ice cream. Okay, so back to the whatever I was talking about. Well, I have so many things going in my head that it's hard to, but it's just got to be, the more that we can focus on ourselves, the more that we can grow and, get out of this created environment and get in touch with nature, get in touch with yourself, get in touch with your soul. Then that's when you start finding healing. And, it can be a rocky journey, especially if you've done some shitty stuff. Then you have to face it. You have to learn to love yourself. You have to accept yourself. You have to recreate yourself. You have to humble yourself. You have to have humility. Those are all things, experiences. And, this is a transformation. These experiences coming to the surface so you can experience them. And, this is like a giant leap forward. This is like skipping a grade, what's going on right now. You could like live a lot of different lives just to learn the lessons that are happening in this one life right now. This one experience that we're all going through right now together. We're all kind of going at different paces, and we're all kind of, put our hands out for each other, and, different people are in different steps and pulling each other and getting up there, but, we're all in it together, and we're all learning how to be human beings together. We've all been manipulated. We've all been out in the pasture for a long time. So now we are getting to, just learn about ourselves and figure out what it's like to be a human being incarnated on earth without being slaves, without being controlled. I just think this is going to be exciting. I'm probably just repeating myself. I probably just repeat myself every single one of these that I talk. Maybe one of these days somebody will tell me what I've said in all of them if I do just repeat myself, because I'm sure not going to go back and listen. But yeah, today has been just, it took me all day to watch one movie, which was really good. It was an Australian movie. I've been watching so many good movies. Oh my God, so many good shows. I watched this show on Netflix. I don't have Netflix, but I was at my daughter's and she did. And and at my mom's too, because I had seen the commercial. I kept seeing, or the trailer, whatever, it pops up. And I had kept seeing it pop up. And so I was like, man, I really want to see that. And it was called Firefly Lane or something like that. It's a new show It's a series though. But my mom had read the book, and when I said I don't want to see it, and she hadn't seen it, so I watched it. I haven't read the book. Now I want to read the book. Now I want to know what the hell's going on, because now I have to wait a year to find out what's going on. I won't even remember that show. I won't even remember it next week. And there were so many good movies I watched with my daughter. And it kept seeming like all of these different ones, they were having some really cool like concepts, like paranormal or you know, just more out there kind of thinking. And I was like, oh, those are so, but then, you know, I can't remember them after. I sure can't remember them after a couple days, but I can't do those series like that and then have to see it like the next year. I have no idea what happens. I just tried to watch one, Virgin Lake or something like that I'd seen last year, and then I had just seen the second one when I was at my mom's. So she had watched the first one too, so we watched the second one together. And you know, it's kind of it's kind of one of those hokey shows. Like there's some good shows that you can just watch that you don't have to I don't know. There's still indoctrination in every single show. So, but they aren't I don't know, they're just more like a Hallmark or Lifetime kind of show. This one was kind of a little bit more sex. I was thinking they were trying to like really play up the sex or something. But the show is pretty good. What was I going to say about it? Now I don't remember. There was some point I had about it. But there was some other movies that I watched that were really good. Oh, because when I watched the second one, I couldn't remember what the hell with the first one. I could only remember like little bits, but you know, there's people and I don't even know who the hell they are. I don't know. I'm way more of I have to, if I'm going to watch a series, I have to watch the whole thing together to even get it. And then I won't even remember it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Some things just don't matter. I really, what I try and do is just really stay present in the moment, you know, because if you're present in the moment and you really try and stay focused, then you can know you did your best. Even if you can't remember, if you can't look back and you can think like, what did I do? What did I say? Who did I talk to? Then you just have to be like, well, you know, I'm sure I would have done the best I could. And it's the worst though, is like, I've had so many people tell me of a conversation that I've had with them. I have no clue what they're talking about at all. Like sometimes it feels like people are telling me about someone else when they're talking to me, because it has no feeling. It has nothing that I can hold on to. Sometimes I think it doesn't even sound like me. I don't know. And I was thinking sometimes, I think probably I seem like I'm jacked up on coffee or something. I don't even drink coffee. I don't know if I've said that before, but I don't drink coffee. I drink a cup of tea in the morning. And one thing I have found my first cup of tea, oh God, this is the best. I swear. That is like, even when I don't even want to get out of bed, it's like, oh, I want to go have that cup of tea. It's just like, it's kind of orgasmic. It's so good. And so I love to have that one. And then even if I try and have a second one, it's never as good. But now I have found that having I probably won't do it during the summer, but during this winter, that having a cup of tea in the afternoon, not only is it a little energized, but you know, having the cup of tea and having a cookie or something like that is really good. And that cup of tea is as good as the first one. I guess just because it's been several hours, oh, it's really good. And when you're just feeling like, kind of sluggish in the afternoon, and now I get this whole tea time thing. Yeah, it's very nice. And it does give you like a little pick-me-up. And if you have a cookie or something and you drink it, then it makes you not feel starving when you're going to have dinner. or, you know, whatever you're going to eat. I'm kind of eat later in the morning and earlier in the afternoon, and then that's it. But sometimes I have a snack or something, and sometimes one of the meals may just be cookies and tea. I don't know. I'll do whatever I feel like doing, because I can do that, because I'm a grown-up. There was so many things I want to talk about. I wish I could remember them all. I really feel like so like vacant in my brain. Like I just feel like I'm really tired, and plus it just feels weird. Like everything feels weird. Like earlier, I went outside and I was raking, and these helicopters just kept going over and over and over my house. I don't live anywhere by any airfield. I don't even know where these helicopters are coming from. There's never any kind of, but lately, since, I don't remember it being before this quarantine thing. There's helicopters all the time. It's really strange. This one, though, today, I felt like, man, this sounds like it's Vietnam out here. This helicopter's just going, helicopters over there, all that whirling, or whatever you call that sound. It is a particular sound, you know? And when they're like cut, and then I'm down like in the mountains, you know, the mountains all around, so maybe it's like echoing around or something. But it sounded like there was like helicopters going all over and all different kind of pitches and sounds. It was really weird. And then this one I kept seeing, and it was going in some big circle. So I don't know. And the military is out here doing some kind of maneuvers. I swear to God, we could be in the middle of a war. Well, we are in the middle of a war. But we could be like having shootout. Like, it could have been in Vietnam today. And there would be people so oblivious. They wouldn't even know. I swear to God. They could go outside and you could say, hey, you hear those helicopters? They'd just be like, what? What helicopters? Where? Where's the sky? They're just like so oblivious to everything. It's so weird. It's like, I don't know. Somebody just messaged me earlier and was asking me something about, well, you know, what I was thinking. And they said the same thing that I am saying. And I like, yeah, I totally agree. It's, I mean, it's weird. These people just are so clueless. But she was talking about that she thinks that there's frequencies that they're putting into their programming and stuff. And I've been saying that for a while, that I think that they're putting in frequencies to control people. People just, they just don't even understand who or what they are. And they can be controlled by frequencies and stuff like that. Like, when you're on this side, you can see it all. When you're on that side, everyone on this side sounds like a crazy person. But when I was talking to my daughter earlier, I was like, you know, I can sound completely insane. You could think, oh, you know, I'm completely crazy. But then why is it millions of people are seeing the same thing as me? I mean, every time I go on Charlie's thing, his thing is up hundreds of thousands of more people each week. I mean, the last time I checked it, it was 11 million. Now it's probably 12. I mean, that just shows you right there. His little counter shows how many people are waking up to the truth. She's really got an attitude. I don't even know. I blame it on the UTI and the, I don't know, butt handling that she had to experience. Oh my gosh. Look at this big face. And she's got to lose a lot of weight. Okay, don't knock over my thing, muscle lady. Oh. Okay, you're going to knock over my little table. Okay. You just need to be seen, huh? Scoot back a little bit. Would you scoot back a little? Okay, I love you too. I love you so much. Okay, well, I guess I'll talk to you later. I'm just rambling anyways. That's what I do. That's what I do best. Okay, so have a great day. Talk to you later.